Philadelphia officials announced the indoor dining vaccine mandate earlier this week. So the mandate goes into effect January 3rd. There is a leeway, though, a little grace period for a couple of weeks. So then I think they'll really start to crack down on January the 17th. It applies to locations serving food and drinks. It includes everyone ages 5 and older, with a few exceptions. We'll put those on the screen in just a second. This comes at a time when restaurants are still recovering, obviously, from big losses due to the shutdown last year. So what does this all mean? Rob Wasserman, owner of Rouge in Rittenhouse Square, very popular restaurant. Hi, Rob.
Hi, how are you?
And Ben Fileccia from the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association. I just asked you a little while ago, what exactly do you do?
So the PRI represents the entire hospitality industry in Pennsylvania, from restaurants and hotels, catering and events, destination marketing organizations like Visit Philly.
So you're a perfect guest for this. You have your finger on the pulse of how people are feeling.
I do, sir.
Okay, I'm going to get back to you, Rob.
Yes.
You've been doing this already.
Yes, we
At
have.
Rouge. For how long?
It's about 2 months already that we've been doing this.
Asking for proof of vaccination.
Proof of vaccination, correct.
What has been the blowback?
Actually, there hasn't been really a blowback.
Really?
And that's surprising, too. At first, when we initiated this, I was nervous that I would lose staff or I would have customers that would be really upset about it. And you know what? It went the other way. Everybody was really relieved that we looked at safety first. And that's what made a big difference. So the customers came in feeling relieved. We're in the hospitality business.
Right.
If my mask is on, how am I supposed to interact with you? And so for our bartenders to be able to smile and be able to act normally meant a lot. And I think that related to the customers feeling that.
Did you lose any employees?
I lost one employee.
One?
One employee.
Out of you have hundreds, don't you? Because you've got Rouge, you've got a couple other restaurants.
Correct.
Charlie
Dove, 20 Manning, and also the Snap Pizza Group.
Snap Pizza. Okay. What are you hearing from all of your restaurateurs?
Well, you know, the calls started coming in last week, obviously. And, you know, much like Rob, about 30% of the restaurants in Philadelphia have already been doing that, some type of vaccine mandate. So, you know, they were, of course, very happy. There were some that were on the fence that this gives them the opportunity not to be the only kid on the block doing it. But, you know, there was a lot of people that were very nervous out there.
And they still are.
They still are, because they just went through 20 months of reduced revenue. They really were put through the ringer. And they're just afraid that, you know,
any loss. To do it.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, any loss could really put them under right now. But, you know, it's a resilient industry.
Yeah. I guess you would think that some of these that are hesitant will hopefully have your same experience.
Well, listen, again, I'm located on Rittenhouse Square.
Right.
It's a little bit more of a international population there in the sense, like people, tourists and so forth. So they're already thinking about this. But the corner bar or corner restaurant in South Philadelphia or Northeast, listen, I would be concerned also. This is not something that's, listen, we never want the government involved in our own business. Obviously, this is a national problem and a world problem, and we're trying to figure it out. So I get the pressure that we're putting on to make sure that we're you know, trying to get over this hump. But honestly, I would be very nervous also if I was in their situation.
Yeah. How do you enforce it?
It's a great question. I mean, like, listen, my hosts are not carrying guns.
No.
Right. So literally, I tell them, you look at their vaccination card, you look at their license, and as long as that matches up, that's as much as we can do in the sense of making sure.
What if if somebody gets irritated and won't leave?
Won't leave?
Well, I guess it's all going to happen right at the front door.
It would have to be at the front door.
So
Yeah. I mean, like, listen, right? I mean, honestly, that if someone's that angry about it,
belligerent,
right, and that belligerent about it, they're not going to stay anyway. I mean, they're going to like walk away. But it's very complicated. We're not making it easy upon ourselves at this moment with handling this.
Hey, what is the situation with the streeteries? And that's with the nickname for eating in the street.
Right.
Well, right now we passed some legislation a couple of weeks ago that will make about 70% of the streeteries in Philadelphia permanent. You know, certain areas, Rittenhouse, for example, Passyunk, South Philly, the whole third
Well, how do
district.
they decide which area gets it and what doesn't?
It was kind of a pick and choose from some city
man.
council. So, I mean, if anything that this mandate may do, it may make city council realize that everybody still needs these streeteries, because people still want to eat outside right now. You know, guests want that option. You know, the pandemic isn't over. It makes the city look great. So, you know, hopefully this will change some hearts and minds.
On the screen right now, if you want to read along as we continue the discussion for a little bit, there's some of the different, you know, like the convention centers, the wedding halls, casinos. We'll see how it plays out. What are you hearing about the street eateries?
It's interesting. Again, like, so the street eaters are going to be permanent. There's going to be a lot of restrictions and so forth, which are accepted, and like we need that. It's going to be helpful, especially now with all the variants coming out for the next 3 months, because winter is typically our slowest time of the year for the restaurant industry. So we're going to need every ounce of effort and help from our city and the government.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, you got your the outdoor part looking like a ski lodge again? Or?
I do.
Oh,
The lodge is back.
Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you, Mike.
We'll take a quick break.